Hi everybody. This video is a little bit different. Rather than this being a lecture video today, I wanted to take a chance to kind of talk about Exam 2, talk about where we are in the course, talk about how we're going to finish up the rest of the semester, give you an idea of what to look forward to from here on out. I've made a couple of changes in Canvas. If you've seen those, this video is just explaining what those are. So that you'll be caught up on where we are at this point in the semester. I think probably maybe the easiest place to start is with the video lectures announcement for April 13th through April 17th. You'll notice there's only one video planned for this week. I'm updating what I'm calling the class update video right now. Just kind of looking at where we are in the semester, y'all have a lot going on right now, it's plainly clear when I look at, some of the emails I've gotten from you and kind of the state in which you seem to find yourself in at this point in the semester. And I'd like to relieve a little bit of the pressure you're probably feeling right now. I know these are weird times, and the fact is we lost 2 weeks of the semester because of spring break and other various things. And it's really hard for me to try to make up 2 weeks. And I probably shouldn't try to do that. So I'm not going to try and fit everything into this semester that I would normally fit into the PDE course. So what I've gone through and done is looked at the remainder of the semester and tried to figure out, okay, these are the most important things that I want the students to know before we get out of here. And I thought about recording a lecture for today and having that up, but that material wouldn't be on Exam 2. And honestly, right now, what you need to be focusing on is finishing Homework 7, which I did push back the due date for Homework 7. And I should probably just go ahead and edit this while I'm here talking to you. I did push back the due date for Homework 7. It felt to me like some of you were struggling with that homework a little bit and asking a bunch of questions. But I did push back the due date for that. It's actually due tonight, Monday, April 13th. And that's the last homework set that has any material on Exam 2. So today, all I expect you to do on Monday and Tuesday of this week is finish up that homework set and study for Exam 2. All the information for Exam 2 can be found on this page. It can be found on the Exam 2 page as well. What I will do is go in Tuesday night at midnight and upload a blank copy of Exam 2 for you to work out, and you can spend all day if you want to on that on Wednesday. Hopefully you don't spend all day on it, but I want you to finish out Exam 2 and then upload that for me on Wednesday, and then we'll resume normal class on Friday. I thought by doing an extra lecture on Monday and fitting it in that I could maybe get to more material, but it just wasn't worth it to me. I don't want to speed us up that much. I'll come back to Exam 2 here in just a second, but I want to look at the calendar of events left in the course. So we are April 13th. There are 3 weeks left in the semester. My original intention was to have up through 10 quizzes and up through 10 homeworks. But since we lost 2 weeks of class, it's really hard for me to just cram that all in here at the beginning, and I'm just, quite frankly, not going to try to do that. So rather than have a quiz due this Friday, which would have been over Monday and Friday's lectures, I'm going to push that quiz back off. It's going to have a little bit more material in it, but I'm going to push that off to next Friday. Quiz 8 and Quiz 9, those are the last 2 quizzes. We won't go to Quiz 10, but because both 8 and 9 have slightly more material in them, I'll make them worth slightly more points. So by losing Quiz 10, we lose 10 points, but I'm going to split that across Quiz 8 and Quiz 9. So each of those are going to be worth 15 points rather than our normal 10. So there's no difference in point total. It's just the last 2 quizzes are going to be worth 15 points. Similarly, we had a Homework 8, which was going to be due on Sunday the 19th. I pushed that back a week. And then we had a Homework Set 9, which was going to be due on the 26th. I pushed that to Thursday the 30th. I want you to finish that homework set before you take the exam, which I moved back from Wednesday to Friday of this last week. So we will still do an Exam 3. I can get enough material in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lecture days. That's enough to get a good amount of material for exam 3. So I'm not worried about that, but that will be on Friday, May 1st. And so you only have 2 homework sets left this semester after you turn in today's. Homework set 8 will cover Laplace's equation and what is called the double Fourier series expansion of the two-dimensional heat and wave equations. And then homework set 9 will cover something called a Sturm-Liouville problem. We'll look at Legendre's equation and Bessel's equation and hopefully get to Laplace's equation on a circle. I'm hoping that I can at least get to that, and that's where we'll finish out the semester. But that's going to be quiz 9 and homework set 9. I just wanted you to see this schedule because it is very different from what we had before. I didn't want to extend things over into finals week because I know you're going to be busy that time of year. I did make a small change. Your modeling project, which was going to be due on Friday, May 1st, I pushed that off to be due on Dead Day. And let me go into that real quick. If I go to that assignment, I've also made some changes to how the grade is going to be calculated. There was going to be a presentation component, but given that we're doing this online, I mean, I could have y'all do presentations, but that really puts a lot of burden on each of you to record it, to upload it, to do all those things. And so I'm just going to make that the modeling project here. I'm just asking you to do a final research report, and I spread out the points a little bit more since we don't have the presentation. 25 points for submitting that original project proposal, 75 points for the literature review, and then 100 points for the final report. So the final report is due on May 4th, and all the information for the report you can find here, like it's been up for a while. But I just wanted you to know there is not a presentation component required for that modeling project. All right, if we go back to the announcements, we're looking at instructions for exam 2. So exam 2 coming up this Wednesday, that's the thing that should be on your mind right away. I have all of the instructions here in this announcement. Just a couple of things of note here. The first is that this is an all-day exam. So you have from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. I would say carve yourself out maybe 2 hours of time to finish the exam at any point during the day. It works just like our quizzes in that you'll download the test, you'll work the test, you'll upload it just like our homeworks. Yeah, so treat it just like homework basically because there will be some small Maple components here. So when you upload that, you'll upload the Maple files that go along with it. If you need any extra paper, you're welcome to use extra paper to show your calculations. Just make sure you upload all that with your test. I don't want this to be an open book, open canvas, open friend test. I think you learn more material by studying for it, just like you would study for it if you were sitting in an actual classroom where I wouldn't allow you to do all those things. So I don't want you to memorize a bunch of stuff either. So what I'm going to let you do is create a page of notes, 8.5 by 11, so regular typing paper size, where you can record all of those Fourier series, eigenfunction, eigenvalue stuff, any of the formulas that you want to jot down. The way the heat equation, the general solution of the heat equation, general solution of the wave equation, some of this stuff when we were doing Fourier series here recently. If you want to jot down notes about term-wise differentiation or point-wise convergence or uniform convergence, if you want to jot those things down, that's fine. Just create for you a page of notes ahead of time, and then I'm going to ask you to upload that page of notes with the exam. So I want you to upload your completed exam along with any Maple work, along with those notes, and just make sure you do that by the end of the day on Wednesday. I do not want you to reference your textbook, any of the videos, any outside resources. You can use Maple, you can use Desmos or some sort of calculator if you need to, but no outside websites. Don't go looking at our Canvas course. I want you to have all the information right there with you on that page and try to do the exam to the best of your ability. I realize this is sort of an honor system situation, but I also realize that y'all are mostly upper level students, juniors and seniors, that this is one of these courses where you really need to know the material in it. If you're going to go on very much beyond undergraduate to graduate school, this is a course that, physics, engineering heavily depend upon in the graduate school level. And so I just want to make sure that you have learned as much as you can from this material. So I could make it an open book exam. I'd have to make it much harder. So I'm not going to do that. I want to test the important things and keep it at a level that y'all are capable of working it at without turning it into basically a homework assignment where you have to hunt for different things. So that's kind of where we are at this point. I just wanted to, be open and honest with you guys and let you know kind of what we're looking at. So I've cleared out your schedule for this week because I want you to focus on the exam, and then I want you to get a little bit of a break this weekend, to be honest. Take a little bit of break from this course, maybe look over the notes from Friday this weekend, but get your mind right. We'll have 2 weeks after this week is up, and if you wanted to, maybe start working on your final paper for your modeling project this weekend. But that's basically what I have for us at this point. And if you have any questions, as always, you're free to email me and let me know how you're doing. I always look forward to hearing from y'all, and I hope everyone is doing well out there. This will be over pretty soon. We've got 3 weeks to go. We've got, a modeling project. We've got exam 2, exam 3, and the final exam left. So I know it's all coming to a head here at the end. Unfortunately, things backed up on us this semester, but that's kind of where we find ourselves at this point. And like I said, if you have any questions about the new schedule or any of the new assignments and due dates, things like that, just let me know and we'll take care of it. All right. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Good luck on exam 2, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.